Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the old geek, and it is Friday, which means we're streaming something gentle to lead us into the weekend. Something pleasant. And last week, something amusing, which we'll be continuing with this week. I'm joined by tonight's temporary host, and that is Iman. And I'm joined by Joker.
Hello.
Name, I've got to change his name for tonight.
Yes.
I've got to think about what to change his name to. And I am the old lazy geek tonight.
He is the intern. That's who he is.
The intern. Okay, give me the intern. And I'm just being lazy. I'm just going to sit here lazily and chill. And generally troll the young man who's doing the reading. How many times did we get killed last week?
9. We're on Saxius X.
Yes. We had a game of Call of Cthulhu on Tuesday, didn't we, chaps?
Indeed we did.
Oh, yes, we did. And that journalist was getting the wrong end of the stick on everything.
Oh, yes. Hello, Jeb. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
I'm having a lot of fun with the NPCs in the return leg from Constantinople back to London. They put some great NPCs in there, and I'm absolutely hamming them up, which is great fun.
I dare say one of them in particular is quite harrowing.
One of them is harrowing, yes. But no, they encountered a despicable lizard of a journalist this week, who asked a lot of questions. Yes, asked a lot of questions and then twisted all the answers to fit a certain narrative. I'm surprised at how easy I found that to do. Maybe I need a career.
Really?
What, be a tabloid reporter?
Just twist half truths into just bollocks. Yeah, good fun.
You find that you're surprised how easy you found that when you do your innuendo questions to please what's her name?
Oh yeah, Betty at the quiz. I do twist questions at the quiz to make a certain customer laugh.
Not that it takes a lot.
It doesn't take a lot. No. So we have
the wind when she walks in.
No, she's not usually that bad at it.
Not lately, no.
No. But we have 4 people currently observing. If you're here, say hi. Say hi to the chaps.
Hello to the chaps.
Hello to the chaps. Hello to the chat. Joker says hi and that's your alter ego. Is that your superhero alter ego? You'd call yourself Time's Up.
Yeah, because when he shows up, time's up for the bad guys.
Hey.
Yes. Oh, we're down to 3 people.
Sorry, I said hi.
Somebody bug it off.
Well, one of them is me as well.
Oh, well, we're now back up to 5. Oh, there we go. So I'm bouncing around. I'm thinking of doing one of those endurance races in the morning. Shall I or shan't I? I don't know.
Does that mean you have to get an early night?
No. Well, by early night, I mean I'll be in bed for 12:30, probably up for 7:30.
Well, where's the endurance race?
Here in front of my computer.
Heaven forbid! I thought
you didn't think he was going out, did you?
Well,
I've got work tomorrow. Work tomorrow afternoon. But I'm thinking of doing one of those tomorrow. But hey ho, right? I think we might as well just get started, haven't we?
That's the reins.
Shall we let people filter in, or are we ready to get started? Because the first thing to ask is, do we want to start off from where we ended last week and take the other option, or should we start from the beginning?
I think we take the other option from last week. And
because last week we survived basically as like a pin to the wall, like question answerer for crosswords.
That's true. Let's go back and read that passage, and we'll take the other option, and we'll go from there and see if there was a chance to survive this.
Aye, Captain. Wait, no, I'm the captain.
You're the captain, yeah? I'm just going to make myself comfortable. I need a decent cushion for this seat. It's good for racing in, but it's not very comfortable for just sort of chilling in. No, there's no armrests. It's a little bit firm on the bottom.
Okay, so here we are. So this was after the whole passage about the one file. I mean, I can recount that if you want.
No, there's no need.
You want me to recount that? Okay. No need? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You should have listened to my version, cries the other orc. Suddenly and instantly a melee ensues between them. Slink hits Orum. Orum hits Slink. Slink goes to fetch a weapon. You pity the fighting orcs, as well as pitying the Minotaur you are forced to slay, all of them victims of inhuman trafficking. Your pity turns to rage as you think of the Temps who fell before you. Their blood leached away to feed a diabolical portal of slavery, a fate that nearly befell you. Guarding your tender back, you resolve to bring an end to this treacherous plan. The one file must be found, and this regional accounts director must pay. The brawl between the orcs is turning really nasty. You could step in, which we did last week, and didn't end well, or we could steal away. So, guess we're stealing away.
We're stealing away. Let's get the fun.
Let me grab the pencil, and if I did drop it, that would help.
Oh, that's better. That's better. I've got some support behind my back now.
Got it. Right, so we are now... So that is a death. So I'm returning to 131. Okay. 131. Okay. Ooh, a short one. A whirlwind of orc consumes the room, and you opt to steal away. As you leave, you notice a lift keycard by the door, and you literally steal that away too. Finally, you help yourself to Orom's stout sword and a set of pens, as you don't know which is mightier around here. Okay, so we have some items. We have a key card for a lift, so lift key card. We have Orom's stout sword, so stout sword, and a set of pens. Okay. Cool. Turn to 24. 24. Okay. You locate the lift in the corridor. It accepts the stolen keycard, and it isn't long before it arrives, thankfully empty. Pushing the button for the first floor, you wonder what manner of terrible creatures await you. The lift pings on arrival at the first floor, and you realize there's no turning back. Do you take 3 deep breaths and brave yourself for what otherworldly horrors may await you on this floor? Or do you rub your proboscis with your forelegs, checking instantly in all directions for danger?
Proboscis?
I'm tempted to pick that just because proboscis, but I don't get to vote.
That's what I was going to choose, just because.
I wonder why we've got a proboscis. It's...
Yes, me too. I thought we were a human.
Yeah, I did as well. I'm going for the proboscis one because that sounds interesting.
So, 3 deep breaths or proboscis?
Proboscis.
Same.
2 proboscis. The more we say that, the less it's going to sound like a word.
Proboscis. Proboscis.
3 deep breaths and brave yourself for the otherworldly horrors, or rub your proboscis with your forelegs, checking for danger.
Go on, chat. I know there ain't many of you tonight.
I guess we just found out we're not human.
Yeah.
And they're all probably like, oh no, not Iman again. Fuck that.
Just I'm going to get the stream open on my computer to add to the view time because I'm dodgy. There we go. There we go.
Edgy is the word you're looking for, John.
Edgy. Edgy.
No, it's not. Dodgy, better word for that.
Sneaky.
Because I'm
So-
supportive.
Supportive of, yes, of myself and Iman. And a little bit supportive of Joker sometimes.
When he needs it.
When he needs it, yeah. It doesn't look like chat want to vote.
Okay. Proboscis. 249. Nope, pencil. Fuck's sake. Very professional host, you see.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Only the best with IQ. Okay. But okay, it just says 249. You are a fly. I guess that's a death. do you want me to show you?
What?
Look. You are a fly. Okay.
Yeah, put that down as a death.
John, dead's
Yeah, well.
10, please.
Dead's 10. Okay.
Well, we sort of knew what was going to happen with Proboscis, right?
Yeah. We've got to do this sort of thing, haven't we? Dead's 10. There we are.
So 2, 5, 4. So I guess we are taking 3 deep breaths and braving ourselves for what otherworldly horrors may await us on this floor.
Yes. Well, this one say you are a fly as well.
Oh, that's
If
the
it's
wrong-
anything like the ogre one, yeah.
Curiously, nope, wrong word. Cautiously, you step out of the lift into a bright modern office corridor. Taking stock of the situation, you see that aside from the corridor going 2 ways, nothing fantastical is happening here at all. To head down the corridor towards the icicles and snow, turn to 15. To head up the corridor towards the giant lollipops and candy cane trees, turn to 6.
Candy.
Icicles and snow, or giant lollipops and candy cane trees.
Let's go and find Wonka.
I'm going for icicles and snow.
So that's 1 for...
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 for Frozen and 1 for Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Oh, we have a Mercurius.
Oh, Mercurius.
We have a Mercurius. And Jeb wonders if we need to rethink our character. Will Saxius the 11th get the job done? Jeb's voting for ice and snow.
Saxius will always get the job done. Janet from Another Planet, Zatirok, The Flash, Sean Vieira, Vera, and Malachi.
Thank you, Mercurius.
The options
Right.
are, Mercurius, in case you missed it.
He's
You
already
step out-
voted.
Oh, has he? Ice and Snow.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
No problem. That's 3-1 for Ice and Snow.
Yeah, Joker, you've been outvoted.
Nobody wants sweets.
Nobody wants sweets, no. Going for Ice and Snow.
Okay. Ice and Snow.
You can just see it looks like the top of an egg poking up over Mercurius's avatar. Slightly wrinkled egg.
Turn
It's
to
moving.
15. Okay. You head down the corridor and feel a steep drop in temperature. Your breath mists up in front of you as you continue past a motivational poster of emperor penguins pitching into an icy sea. Courage, reads the caption. Fired up by the bravery of the penguins, you press on until you yourself come to an icy lake, which blocks your way, which is unusual for a listed building. To 10 back, 10 to 6, which is towards the candy canes. To brave the icy depths, turn to 266.
I'm being brave. I know Joker wants sweeties. But I'm saying be brave. Joker?
I want candy.
You want candy. That was a hit single for Bow Wow Wow in 1980, 81? 80? 81? I want candy.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
yeah, I do know that one.
I want candy.
Do, 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 do.
At least it's not the Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg candy shop.
No.
Mercurius is also being brave.
Yes. Oh, you'd expect that from an Antipodean. They have to live upside down.
And with giant spiders.
And with spiders and snakes, yes. And kangaroos. So, we're at 2-1 for Icy Depths. Yeah. Need to cool off. Yeah, exactly.
Kangaroos are all right because every kangaroo you get a free wishing well.
But what if a kangaroo kicks you? They're very strong. They punch, don't they? They punch and kick.
Yeah.
Yes. Mercurius, have you ever had a boxing match with a kangaroo? I know it's an odd question, but
Oh God, what was that film? What was that film now with the boxing kangaroo? Or was it a cartoon?
I don't know. I've seen YouTube videos.
Cartoon with boxing gloves, kangaroo with boxing gloves. I can't remember which one.
I don't know.
Kangaroo Jack.
Yes.
Hello. Yes, I'm young. Yeah, I remember Kangaroo Jack.
I don't.
It is a movie from like the 2000s, early 2000s, I think.
It was taken from an old cartoon, but yeah, they did do a movie of it.
No, but a neighbour had his ribs broken by a kangaroo in his backyard. Yeah.
But what did the kangaroo do to cause that? Did he
Probably kicked him.
like spring into him or like jump on top of him or?
It's a they kick.
Stand on their tails and kick.
Really powerful kick.
Use their tails as like a third leg, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're being brave. Sorry, Joker.
Hmm.
2,
What else
6,
is new?
6. Careful to remove your shoes and any restrictive clothing, you leap forth into the icy lake. Sploosh! An instant hell of cold. Then the realization that it's not so bad once you're in. The lake appears to have been angrily chiseled into the carpeted corridor.
Angrily.
Judging by the depth of the water, the floors of this building must be thick. Diving down, you spot a jellyfish in front of you. It turns out to be a giant sheet of bubble wrap, which you grasp gratefully. Biting down on one of the bubbles, you realize you can use it to breathe underwater.
Oh, cool.
Something shiny below you catches your eye, and you paddle down towards it, mainly to see what it is. At the bottom of the lake is a handful of chairs set out in a classic crescent conference style. Filling the chairs are some of the most corporate-looking mermen you've ever seen. Paddle to 127.
Paddle.
I didn't expect this book to make a great deal of sense, but it's making even less.
I'm liking the verbiage here.
It's all about the jokes. It's all about the jokes.
127. Hello, Aardvark. Yes,
So-
Aardvark.
Okay. Okay. We have mermen.
The white-collar mermen are busy approving a product and fail to notice you bobbing above. A tonsured? I don't know what the... Tonsured.
Tonsured.
Sured. Tonsured?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a word I'm going to Google.
Yes, please.
That's a new one to my vocabulary.
Oh, please find out, because it says it again.
Tonsured meaning shave the hair on top of a monk or priest's head.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Okay, so one of
To
them
be
has...
tonsured means you've got a haircut like mine.
Interesting. A tonsured merman floats next to a whiteboard holding a fat-tipped marker pen. The others are passing a prototype shiny pink hole punch between them. It's different, says one, weighing up the hole punch. And sassy, adds a colleague. The tonsured merman writes, different and sassy, on the whiteboard. I'm not yet convinced, says another, stroking his chin. The man in me thinks a pink hole punch is an awful product. But the fish in me loves it. And when I say loves, I mean loves. Desperate for air, you pop another bubble, and the mermen quickly turn around and snort as much briny water as they can. They're trying to smell your fear. Count the number of fingers you currently have saving previous pages in the book. If you have more than 2 fingers saving previous pages, if you have fewer, okay. So technically, I've got 0. We've just been on the same path.
Yeah, yeah. So you're not saving any pages in the book, right? Okay, so 0.
So we are turning to 171. It's like this book wants you to cheat or something.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I don't know.
It expects you to cheat.
Okay, that's gone out. 171. Here we are. Yes. Feeling their steely eyes on you, you hold your watery ground, and the mermen smell no fear. Your courage marks you out as an obvious maverick, says the nearest, advancing on you with the hole punch. Tell us, human, what think you of this? Turning the pink hole punch over in your hands, you begin to feed back to them your constructive criticism, but can only manage... Now, desperately short of oxygen, you head for the surface as the tonsured merman writes on the whiteboard. turn to 75.
I'm guessing the way it worked that is if you've got lots of fingers holding jammed in pages, then you're scared of dying, so they'd have noticed your fear. Good way of doing it.
Sense. That makes sense.
Makes sense. Yes. Yes.
75.
I've only got 1.5 days of work next week.
Sounds like a good week.
Half day on Wednesday, all day Thursday, and then I'm off Friday and Saturday. And I'm off Sunday as well.
Oh, goody, goody,
Nice.
gumdrops.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And then the lovely bank holiday Monday.
Yes, to recover from all the socializing.
Socialising.
Oh dear, oh dear. You clamber out of the lake, noticing you are still holding the pink hole punch. A power-dressed merman bursts to the surface and attempts to chase you down the corridor, but the fish in him lets him down. Once safe, you examine the hole punch closely, realizing it to be an awful, awful treasure that will never be of use. You sludge miserably up the corridor towards the warmth of the candy cane trees.
Put the hole punch on the. We've got a hole punch.
Passing the
Right.
motivational poster of the penguins, you replace the word courage with bastard. Turn to 6. Joker, looks like we're getting your candy canes after all.
Woohoo!
But we have a pink hole punch, and I'm going to write down that it's pink.
Yes.
Excellent.
He only chased us in the water.
Yeah, he tried to chase us out of the water, but then he must have flopped on land.
And sadly, he didn't do a Daryl Hannah in Splash. Legs.
Or share.
Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, we've got some more aardvark. This one's not as nice. Okay, so striding through a candy cane installation, you arrive eventually at a door made of biscuit with the letters IHR iced on it in pink writing. After a gentle tap, you hear a woman's voice croak, "Enter?" A waft of cinnamon greets your nostrils as you enter the Inhuman Resources Department and spy a kindly old crone carefully adjusting a health bar on a gingerbread desk. There you go.
Ah,
You can all enjoy.
enjoy a little bit of artwork. Run away, indeed, says Jeb.
A hideous old crone indeed.
Yep, yep.
One moment. She smiles up at you from under the brim of a pointy hat. She's clearly some sort of witch, but you sense she is a nice one. "Are you here about the ants?" she chirps. You shake your head. "That's the trouble with this furniture, you see. Always with the ants." You think this strange, as there are no ants in the room. Furthermore, you are perturbed by a wind chime made out of various brackwurst. "What's your cake name?" the old hag asks distractingly. You look blank. "Your cake name? Come on, work it out. It's easy to do. You simply take the first part of your mother's favorite cake and then add it to the last part of your favorite cake. Mine's Black Forest Battenberg. See? It's a bit of fun. To work out your cake name, turn to 246. Or to shun such office tomfoolery, go to 140.
No, we've got to get a cake name.
Yeah.
Cake name?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
my mother, in terms of cake, I think we'd probably be saying something along the lines of my mom she likes lemon drizzle cake. So it'd be lemon drizzle, and mine would be all the cake.
lemon drizzle all.
No, if I My favorite, I like sort of toffee and coffee type flavors. I love a nice coffee cake, but I like treacle sponge if you class that as a cake. Um, I like sort of yeah.
Joker.
Mine would probably be pineapple tart.
That's not a cake.
Cheers.
It's not a cake. It's a tart. It's in the name.
Still a cake.
No, it's not a cake.
Is a Jaffa cake a cake? It is.
Yeah, but
Yes, a Jaffa
pineapple
cake is a cake.
pineapple tart is still a cake because it's definitely not a biscuit.
It's a tart.
Mm,
In that case, I'll probably go for a half moon cake.
Hello, Richard. That
Hello,
counts.
Richard. Hello.
A lemon drizzle half moon. My favorite would probably be a Victoria sponge, just nice and simple. Either that or like a devil's food cake, like a decadent chocolate fudge cake, one that makes you feel almost sick after you eat it.
Oh, definitely an Alabama fudge cake then. Yes.
Problem with a lot of these is quite how much cream and milk are in them. That I have to be careful what cakes I have now. I would feel very sick nowadays eating a large chocolate fudge cake.
Hello, Strong
love
Piglet.
it.
I didn't sneak
I
it.
love it. But
Okay, so we've got 3 so far for working out cake name and 1 for nut.
yeah. Sure, Piglet thinks we're sneaking. No, there was no sneaking involved here. Link was in the usual place. I'm having another lazy Friday. Hello, Slan.
thing.
Slan's joined us as well.
Slanny, my boy.
John, did you reply to him about Monday?
Yeah, I don't know yet. That's the thing. I don't know until I probably won't know until the afternoon of on that day.
That's fine.
They've got to have.
We've got something else just in case.
It's my face-to-face gaming night, but we've had so many of those sessions called off that I don't know if it gets called off, I will be there. If it doesn't get called off, then I can't.
That's all right. We've got something else planned just in case. Cute. Right. So I guess we are working out our cake name.
Yes.
2, 4, 6. Oh, went past it. You say your cake name aloud, which causes the woman to slam the gingerbread desk with laughter. A health bar topples from the witch's desk to reveal what looks to be a sausage key underneath it. Your eyes dart to some strange filing cabinets with keyholes that would easily take a sausage.
No.
Out of nowhere, a giant salami missile hits you full in the chest. Lose 1 office luck point. Oh dear.
Oh, God.
So we're putting our sausage into keyholes now, are we?
Oh, boy. If that turns up to be a question on Sunday, I know where it's come from.
Oh. The crone stands above you, holding a jerky wand and sporting a Frankfurter grin. This is no sweet-toothed sorceress. This is the worst witch.
Oh,
You must face this hideous hag alone.
the worst witch.
If you defeat her, turn to 89. Her aptitude is 10 and her endurance is 8.
For you across the pond, do you have a series of kids' books over there called The Worst Witch? If not, if you don't, you probably don't get the joke, but she's the worst witch.
It was also a TV show as well, I think, in the
Yeah.
somewhere in the 90s.
I am in Owlbear.
But I much prefer. I preferred watching Teabag as a kid, though.
John,
I missed a lot. Yeah, yeah.
do you want to roll for the enemy, or do you want to roll for us?
I'll roll for the enemy.
Okay. So our aptitude is 7 and endurance is 11, so it gives us a base fight score of 18. Her aptitude is 10 and endurance is 8, so base fight score of 18. So we're on an even keel. 2d6, please.
Okay.
You roll for Granny Weatherwax.
We've got an 8. Oh, we beat her! 10 to 89. Nice. Take that, Versed Witch.
Worst of it.
The Versed Witch howls a death rattle. My Lordy Victor, you may have won the battle, but you have also won a curse, she screeches, pointing to a wall of sausage sea scrolls. Anything on the middle row between the plague of locusts and the angry bowel. You have seconds to decide on the nature of your curse. To choose the curse of the long neck, turn to 271. To choose the curse of promotion, turn to 160. So,
What do I think,
curse of the
what
long
do I
neck,
think the promotion is going to be a curse? The
long
worst.
neck or promotion?
I'm going to go for the curse of the long neck.
Yes.
Because I have never had a long neck. I've always had a short,
Be taller.
fat neck.
Don't worry, I relate.
Short, stubby neck.
Okay, so 1 promotion, 2 long neck. You guys?
I've gone for long neck.
Long neck.
3 long neck, 4 long neck.
Just because we like to be weird.
You guys
Yeah.
want to be a giraffe?
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
did you know the
I
giraffe
prefer
is the
the
creature with the creature with the highest blood pressure in the world.
That I can imagine why.
And I think they've got the world's longest tongues as well.
Yeah.
I believe so. Pardon me. Nobody else?
But they're trying to decide between long neck and promote. It could be anything.
Are we doing it? I think we're doing it.
I think we're doing long neck, aren't we?
Long neck. 10 to 271. What are you guys doing? You choose the curse of the long neck, which you realize immediately was a foolish choice. Instantly, you feel your neck grow another 5 inches. You look
Yes, I'm 5'10" now.
You look absurd, but hey, who's gonna notice around here? That I'd be over 6 foot. To keep adventuring with a stupid long neck, turn to 114. Okay. Okay, there's actually a section on the adventure sheet, which is called a CV, by the way, for curses collected. So we have collected our first curse.
Curse of the long neck.
To 114 and long neck. What a stink. The syrupy subterfuge has mixed with the processed meat, and the whole room smells like an American's breakfast. You open a small ham window to let out the stench and carefully examine the witch's office. Your eyes fall on the sausage key. Eagerly, you try it in the cabinet. Aside from a tiny doll's house office populated with little workers, nothing interests you. You eat the key in boredom and immediately gain 5 endurance points, magically healing the cut in your back. But wait, Your eyes fall on two cloaks, one grey, one bottle green. The former has Office Junior roughly sewn into the hem, while the latter is embroidered with Middle Management. It seems you have a choice of position on this floor. You can hide in the shadows of Lower Admin, or fake it on the throne of Top Brass.
Look.
So, hide in the shadows of Lower Admin, or fake it on the throne of Top Brass.
Top brass.
Lower Admin, Top Brass.
Over to chat to decide that we are 1-1.
This could be getting interesting. Not that it wasn't before, but it's sort of gone, from office stuff to fantastical stuff back to office stuff.
It's gone off the rails.
Fake it till you make it, boys. You just said promotions were a trap, bro. Or is it because it's a fake promotion?
So, chat. Grey or green?
Pardon me.
Andy's going for the green one as well.
Middle management. Middle management.
Mm.
What did you two say?
One of each.
That's it. We were one of each. So we're 3-1 for middle management at the moment.
Okay. Looks like you guys want that green outfit.
No, my vote counts for 4 because it's my stream. I'll take my stream home and nobody will get to play.
Won't have to go far then.
Now it looks like we're going for the middle management faking. So
turn to 129. One, 2, 9. Is that right? Yes, it was. Okay. In a dangerous office, authority could provide valuable protection from undesirables. With this in mind, you pull on the cloak of middle management, hiding in its velveteen folds. You hope that the hood will hide your frightened human face, and the job title will hide your lack of experience. In the pocket of the cloak, you find the job description for Head of Assignment. Leaving the Vurstvitcher's office, through a door marked Management Only, you drift down a well-polished corridor, push open a single copper door into a private office, and can scarcely believe your eyes. Through the glass walls, you see a collection of beasts carrying out low-skilled admin work in a huge open-plan office. A row of elves are chattering into headsets, while a centaur franks mail with great gusto. A dwarf walks slowly towards a pool of typing gnomes, balancing many T's on his short arms. Within moments, a magical chimp is chiseling your cake name into the glass door. You feel like you've arrived. Looking around, you see a tiny desk in the corner of your office, which clearly belongs to your PA. On the desk is a note saying she's out of action after getting her foot trapped in a bulldog clip. You look out at all the downtrodden workers under your command and feel terrible. These creatures are lost in this world. A will-o'-the-wisp has been reduced to tears, trying to fathom a
Aw.
complicated mail merge. A bumweasel looks on with melancholy compassion. Desperate to free these creatures, you sit at your plush executive desk to come up with a plan of action, but are immediately distracted by a fat line of white powder gleaming irresistibly across your mouse mat. To snort the white powder up your nose, turn to 167. To leave the white powder and get down to some work, turn to 64. Huh. I wonder what this could be.
Lovely will-o'-the-wisp.
Well, I say snort.
Okay, 1 for snort. No,
Joker?
Saurian.
Snort, Nosaurian. Weirdly, a
What
new
the heck
member.
is this? We're asking the same thing, Straw Piglet. This is the regional accounts director of Firetop Mountain. If you were here last week, you'll know.
It's a spoof of the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. So. Andy wants to do work. I want to snort. Joker, what do you want to do?
Snort.
Snort. Okay, we're at 2-1 at the moment. Andy's being all
2-1.
sensible.
I was too much of a good kid at school. I never did anything bad.
I never did anything bad at school.
Just made up for it since.
It was
Thank
after I
you,
left
Wilson.
school.
Jeb says snort.
Okay, Jeb. That's 3-1.
So, chat, do you snort or do you work?
I see a Slan and a Straw Piglet and a Nosaurian that hasn't voted yet.
No, I know. They're coasting, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I had to clarify what I meant by that, Jeb.
Oh, and Coco's voting work. 3 votes for work.
Coco as well. Sorry, missed you there, mate.
With a work bitch.
Wow, okay, right. So they fucking tipped the scales the other way.
But a Straw Piglet wants to use a grappling hook.
Okay, so it's 4-3 now for work.
Ah. Slan's got a new computer.
Ah, okay.
Dan, I'll have your old one.
Yes, pack up your old one and send it to Dan.
I was just about to say that. Genuinely, because he's not going to save up the money for a computer or even a laptop because he's going to spend it on guns or booze. And he'll admit that himself. Like, I'm not even talking shit. So, like, please, Slan, for the good of all of us. Okay, so I guess we're not snorting the white powder. And we're getting down to some work.
Oh, you party poopers.
Well done, guys. Well done.
You party poopers.
If it said smoke a green plant, you know I would have said yes. 10 to 64. First day at middle management. First few minutes of middle management. You begin scribbling down notes about how best to retrieve the one file when the phone rings at your desk. Answering, you hear an albino. John, remind me, sir.
It's albino in British English.
There. You hear an albino voice on the other end saying, "First candidate for your PA cover is here." You tell the receptionist to hold them for a minute, but there's already a knock at the door. Within seconds, you're shaking the hand of an imp. And asking if he's come far. The imp doesn't answer, but instead draws a glyph in the air with a warty finger. It could be a religious custom, so you just let it go. If the worst witch bestowed the curse of wits on you, turn to 153. If she did not bestow the curse of wits on you, turn to 180. And she did not.
180. No, she did not. No. Probably has got a stinger. Yes.
$180. There you are. The imp asks why you think you would make a good PA. You start telling him that your major weakness is too much attention to detail, but then you realize that he's been complexifying your mind with a magic imp glyph. Your fury knows no bounds, and in your rage, you assign the imp to toilet duty. The imp beams from ear to ear, pumps a fist into the air and says, "Toilet, yes!" He scurries out of the office just in time for you to answer your ringing phone. The familiar luminous voice of the receptionist tells you that the next candidate for the PA job is already on their way in. It's all go around here. Turn to 229. Yeah, I just had to read that again because it says the imp asks why you think you would make a good PA. But it's actually him that's here for the PA job. He's just confused us.
Yes, he's
Okay,
trying to
cool.
confuse us, isn't he?
Turn to 229.
He's being impish.
As we would know. 229 it is. Okay, more aardvark.
No idea what it is.
It's a giant eagle.
Oh,
With something on top of it.
it's a thing on top that confused me.
Without even giving you time to make a cup of tea, two hobgoblins burst into the office, manhandling a giant eagle. The giant eagle is clearly in no mood to discuss its CV, and pecks down one of its handlers before turning its rage on you. Swinging your mighty sword violently, blindly, and inexpertly, you accidentally cleave the skull of the remaining hobgoblin who was trying to help. By now, the giant eagle is in a pecking frenzy, like a hungry chicken, but much worse. You stand alone against this secretarial savage. Giant eagle, aptitude 3, endurance of 14, so base of 17.
17, yeah. Against our 18. Come on then. Come on then.
What you got? What you got, Pally Wally?
25.
Oh, 10. Yep, we win. That is 28.
Andy wants to know what an albino voice is.
I just assume it's a normal voice. I don't know.
I'm going to come out with a dad joke here and say it sounds like white noise.
Of course it is.
But yes. Secretary birds indeed are nothing to sneeze at. Do you guys know what secretary birds are?
No.
They're large birds of the African plains that eat snakes, and they kick them to death with massive feet, long legs.
The eagle dies quickly, and its carcass takes up most of the office. Spitting feathers, you try to order a cup of tea on the intercom before remembering that you still have no PA. You gaze wistfully at the gently rotting eagle and sigh for things that might have been, like the cup of tea it might have made you. Aside from a cockatrice being sexually harassed by a shapeshifter outside your window, the next hours pass without incident. That's a strange paragraph.
Yes.
Still thirsty. You contemplate stealing a cup of tea from someone else's desk when your computer makes a boop noise to alert you that an email has arrived. In a heartbeat, the phone starts ringing. Again! You now face exactly the sort of decision top brass management are paid extra to deal with. To read the email, turn to 104. To answer the phone, turn to 63.
Phone.
Email.
One phone, one email. Two email. Three email. Four email. I see we have a few antisocial people here.
Yes, phones can bugger off.
I'm also the same. This could have been done over an email. Why did you call me? Oh.
Oh,
So we're at 4-3 now for email. Because Straw Piglet and Coco have gone for phone. Okay. We got the socialites back in.
Oh,
So we're at 4-3. Is that everyone? I think it was 4-3 last time, wasn't it?
it was. Yes, yeah.
So I think that's where's Slan? Is he busy? I think he's the only person I haven't seen vote.
He says email. Good man, Slam.
All right, 5-3
Good
to
man.
email. Okie dokie.
No, Joker. No.
10 to 104. I would have picked email as well.
No.
Oh, okay. This is long. Ignoring the incessantly ringing phone, which was probably only a call from the glow-in-the-dark receptionist, you open your email and immediately feel like someone's shouting in your face. It reads, do you want me to shout all of this? Because it's all in caps.
Go on.
Greetings! I'm a mighty Jinn. You have been chosen to have 3 wishes granted. The 3 wishes chosen for you are 1. Untold riches. 2. A mighty manhood. 3. Cheap. I don't want to say all this out loud now. To claim your 3 wishes, send your bank account details to mightygin@bankofgin.com. To unsubscribe from this email, send your bank account details to mightygin@bankofgin.com.
Vote BTS.
The Mighty Jin's email has greatly sapped your energy. And my energy from fucking shouting all that. Lose 1 endurance point. With
Oh,
the heart still racing from exclamation marks and capital letters, you delete the email, then head over to the water cooler to replenish your strength. 10 to 16. Oh dear. Naughty.
And you people thought an email would be safer.
Hey, who knows what would have happened on the phone? Might have just been the saying hello.
90% of phone calls to our shop are people trying to sell us point of sale devices.
That's a given, considering.
Oh, you'll like this, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. A small group of drow elves are busy gossiping around the water cooler. As you approach, they stop speaking and lean on their bows whilst looking at the floor. You are forced to endure this awkward pause, unless you speak Elvish, that is. We do not speak Elvish.
No.
10 to 2, 6, 3.
But if that phone call was offering us Elvish lessons.
One by one, the drow make their excuses and filter away from the cooler. You feel the true lonely ache of top brass management, as well as irritation that none of the elves were actually drinking any water. You try hanging around the water cooler by yourself and gossiping about that giant eagle, but it doesn't really work with just one person. Hello, Kelsol. Then you find yourself pouring a cup of cool water. Cool water. You're about to slake your thirst when you suddenly wonder if it's a good idea. Two extra ideas fill your head. One of the extra ideas is sensible, whilst the other is off the chain. To drink from the water cooler, 10 to 35. To cut out the middleman and go straight to the toilet, turn to 191. To dry hump the water cooler, turn to 223.
Oh, God.
So,
What?
yes, off the chain, it did say. To drink from the water cooler, cut out the middleman and go straight to the toilet, or dry hump the water cooler.
I'm going to follow a pattern here and pick the most random answer. I'm going to attempt to dry hump the water cooler.
Hell yeah! Let's hump the water cooler.
Of course you would, you old dog, you. Oh.
Just call me McLovin. That'll be all.
Okay, Andy's also got some dog in him too, it seems.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Coco, I don't know either. I'm just reading it like verbatim, you know. First time I'm reading this too.
By the way, those who don't know who Kelsall is, that's Dan. He plays in our Monday group.
Yeah, I thought I recognized his name.
Yeah,
Your boy. Your boy.
Your boy. Your boy. Yes.
He's going to be in the company of Mike, Joker, and I next week.
I will be. Yes.
Well,
Occasionally when the kids aren't ill, of course. Yes. Yes. Barfing, weren't they on Monday? Have you or the missus caught it yet?
oink at the water cooler, I think, would count as humping it, Manfred. I think that's what a pig would do.
Yes. Both ends. Oh dear. Oh dear. Instant weight loss program.
Joker, what was your vote? Sorry.
Hump.
We both went for hump.
All right, that's okay. So that's 3. Straw Piglet doesn't want to drink. You don't like any of the options, Jeb.
My hump,
Okay, so
my
what's
hump,
the-
my lady. Huh?
Never did I ever think that I'd hear Joker singing a Black Eyed Peas song on one of my live streams.
I do know
His
some
lovely
songs.
Joker lumps.
No.
At least I'm not singing "Kiss My Crack" one.
What? No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
You know that one them 3 girls did? What was it? Oh god, yeah, I can't remember.
Okay, so
Who let the dogs out?
I'm going to reiterate, there's no option necessarily to not drink. It's just dry hump, which I guess not drink, or go to the toilet and assumedly drink.
Drink the toilet bowl.
So if you don't want to drink, your option is to dry hump.
Yes.
So drink, toilet, or hump.
Yes. One word answers. Make it easy. Straw Piglet, I quit.
No, that's 2 words.
Okay.
I'm just imagining
4, 5.
Manfred oinking while humping now. That's what I don't want. That's an image I don't want to see again, Manfred.
No one said that. You did that yourself.
He's oinking while we're talking about humping.
Okay.
Well, that must be the opposite direction.
We are. I guess we're humping the dry the dry humping the water cooler. I can't talk.
The
This book's got me all
trauma. The
frazzled.
trauma.
Where's
We
where's
didn't snort the coke. No,
no
assuming
we
it was
didn't.
coke. It might have been just flour. We don't know.
Could have been sugar. Who knows? Yeah.
Could have been sugar. Yeah.
Convincing yourself that you've become deranged with solitude, you decide on a water cooler moment. Dry humping the cooler is a great sensation, and you feel no remorse. It's over too soon, but what a rush! You have then a feeling of insatiable depravity grips you. Your knuckles begin to contort as you begin lusting over that photocopier you saw on the way in. Within seconds, you're upon it, thrashing about violently and making copies of the whole sordid episode. You have become sexually dependent on office technology. Soon you will die of a seizure while trying to bum a fax. John?
Oh, okay. Okay. that goes down as the weird. That goes down as the weirdest death we've ever had in any of these books.
I literally can't believe what I'm reading as I'm reading it. This is what it is. It's a bloody masterpiece, mate. Bloody masterpiece. Okay, so do you want? What, should we go back to the?
Okay, we'll go back to drink or toilet.
Drink or toilet, peoples.
Toilet.
Toilet.
Okay, two toilet.
Dan says, "Can you repeat that bit? The signal broke up."
I am surprised I did it the first time. It ain't happening again, brother. Saxius the 12th coming in like a wrecking ball. 3 toilet, 4 toilet, 5 toilet.
Yes.
Okay. And then everyone who voted toilet last time, so I guess, yeah, we're going toilet, aren't we? Turn to 191.
Oh, this stream has descended into laddish humour. Good.
It's all right. We've got a bit of Saxius energy as well. You press down on the You press on down the office corridor until you arrive at a door marked toilet. Then press the door marked toilet and go into the toilet. The first floor toilet smells wonderfully like pine trees. You are immediately confronted with an abundance of ablution options. There are urinals no higher than your knees. There are cubicle doors that would fit on barns. There is even a hole in the wall with a crudely drawn biro arrow pointing to it. The toilet is a private place. You must do what's right for you here. The following space is for you to enjoy your time in the toilet on your terms. And there's a blank space in the book for you to put... Ooh, hang on, am I showing this? Whatever you want in the...
You mean there's
Now
no phone
please
numbers?
wash your hands.
There's no phone numbers on the toilet door.
Turn to 57.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, do be sweet and wipe the seat.
What? No, not you. This. What? Oh no. While washing your hands, you notice a bulky vending machine in the corner of the room.
Ooh,
The
here
sign
we
on the
go.
machine reads Riddle Vend. It is obviously a cheap staff perk, but you're intrigued nonetheless and decide to investigate. You press the only button on the machine, and a parchment drops onto the floor at your feet. You pick it up and read the following. My first is in Buzzard, but never in Mire. My second is in Buzzard, but not Forest Fire. My third is in Buzzard, and also in Pez. My fourth, the last letter of the alphabet. My fifth is in Buzzard, and also in dream. The sixth of my letters in buzzard is seen. My last is in dandy and also in dird. Yet what is the name of this carrion bird?
Buzzard.
Solve the riddle by adding up the letters in your answer, valued at their corresponding place in the alphabet. You know, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, etc. And turn to that section. Buzzard, for example, would be 2 plus 21 plus 26 plus 26 plus 1 plus 18 plus 4 equals 98. So you would turn to 98.
That's
If
the
you
right
cannot-
one, yeah.
If you cannot solve the vended riddle, just chuck the parchment into the toilet and head back to your desk and turn to 173.
Buzzard.
Guys, I wonder what the solution could be. So turn to 98.
I don't do buzzards eat carrion. Yeah, do they eat carrion? No, they're birds of prey.
Adeptly solving the riddle, you say the word buzzard out loud. The vending machine makes mon loud clunk, and a hatch at floor level opens, letting a buzzard waddle slowly out. You stare at the buzzard. The buzzard stares back. Given the magnitude of everything you've had to take in, it is somewhat underwhelming. In fact, you could argue that this buzzard dispensing riddle machine is wasted on you right now. To discard the buzzard in a toilet, turn to 183. To keep the buzzard in the folds of your cloak, turn to 260.
Keep the buzzard.
So keep or toilet?
I'll say keep buzzard.
Okay.
Keep the buzzard in the toilet. So that's 2 keep.
Sure, Piglet says keep.
That's keep. Jeb says keep. That's 4.
Daniel's going for toilet. He wants to drown the buzzard.
Svinfilka, welcome. He says keep.
Keep.
Coco says cloak. Manfred says toilet. That's the first one. Oh no, Dan
Second.
said toilet, didn't he?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 2 for keep. I think that's pretty much, yeah, keeps going to win it, isn't it?
Speaking of Daniel, where's our other Daniel?
No idea.
No.
Haven't heard from him.
No.
Turn to 260. So, I need to write it down. Oh, I can't get this page. There we go. Okay. So, items retained in cloak, buzzard. So, we're somehow keeping that in our cloak.
Yes.
You grab the buzzard, encasing its feathery bulk in your coat. Write down somewhere that you've cloaked a buzzard. Okay, I've done that. The buzzard is now a keeper. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings and not lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is a buzzard and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll own a buzzard, my son. You've been fiddling around with a buzzard in the toilet for ages now, so you better get back to your desk before people start talking. Turn to 173. This was 260. And then we're turning to 173.
Both of our Daniels are ginger. I think that's the only similarity.
And they're both male.
But both male and ginger. And called actually surnames beginning with K-E as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
You return to your desk.
Ginger Beer's not a Daniel. That's the thing.
No, he's not. You return to your desk to catch a sprite dumping a heap of photocopying on it. You don't want to get bogged down in chores, so you try explaining that copying isn't your job. But the sprite starts crying, then quickly turns angry and complains loudly about your lack of team spirit. You're not in the mood to be harangued by a waspy will-o'-the-wisp. So you ask where the photocopier is. It's next to the door of the labyrinth department. Cheers, I'll remember this. You're one of the good ones. The mysterious labyrinth department. The location of the one file. Secretly pleased, you take the paperwork and strike out for the photocopier. As you leave, you hear someone mutter. The photocopier.
The hunt.
Photocopier.
That was the alternate reality, remember?
Yeah, true.
Secretly pleased, you take the paperwork and strike out for the photocopier. As you leave, you hear someone mutter, "That one's hard work." But you press on regardless. Turn to 88.
Hello, Halakar.
Hello. This book has been right up your alley, I think, tonight, mate.
We were right up a photocopier's alley earlier. Sorry,
I think I'll stop soon. No, it's okay. You find the photocopy at the end of a long corridor, next to a gaping stone doorway through which blows a warm breeze like a hairdryer on low. Around the photocopier are a collection of statues of blue-collar elves and orcs in various states of alarm. You don't much care for modern interior design, so you ignore the statues, set the copier to staple, collate, and ponder how to enter the labyrinth department undetected. While concocting a plan of action, you notice a large document sitting uncollected in the printer tray. You're about to investigate when you hear a sound like someone yelling and then ice cubes cracking as they drop into a warm liquid. To investigate the stack of papers, turn to 72. To investigate the curious sound, turn to 82. So papers or sound?
Sound.
Sound.
To sound. Yes, Halakar, a reference I understand, because that movie is a freaking amazing film.
I don't know it.
Office Space.
Don't know it.
Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
So we've both gone for sound.
So
Chat.
1, 2, 3,
1 for sound at the moment.
5. Yep, that's 5 for sound, 1 for paper. Yeah, Jeb knows too. Office Space, to put it quite reductionistly, is like the original Horrible Bosses. Have you ever seen Horrible Bosses?
No. No.
Oh. 'Tis a shame, good sir. Yeah, Office Space is one of those movies that's like, takes a while to get into, but once you're in, oh boy, it's a journey. Check out the sound or papers.
Oh yes, on Wednesday night there were 2 cult leaders. The male one was Straw Piglet. The female one was Halakar.
6, 7. All right, okay. That looks like we're checking out the sound. Ah, drop the bookmark. Turn to 82.
Has he frozen? Is Iman frozen?
I think so.
Looks like it, doesn't it? I didn't get a chance to do one of the other jokes I was thinking about doing on Wednesday, because I never rolled a wild boar related encounter. I was planning on having a wild boar with a human face running around going, "Der oink, der oink,
Mhm.
der oink." Should, of course, the wild boar would have been called Manfred. But, yes. Those are sort of really bad jokes I was coming up with while we were playing Shadow Dark. Relentlessly. Relentlessly. We're waiting for. Oh, there he is. There he is. What's the plan for derailing Monday? Well, I think seeing as Mike isn't
Sorry.
watching,
Where did
can
I
we,
die?
can, I don't know. I don't know. You were
What was the
talking.
last thing you heard?
Go back to the start of reading that bit.
Did you hear adrenaline starts pumping?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Did you hear you scribble out of order on a piece of paper?
No, no.
Adrenaline starts pumping as you look nervously up the tunnel and make out the unmistakable shadow of a photocopier repair gorgon advancing towards you. If she decides to fight you, the chances are you'll be done for. Thinking quickly, you scribble out of order on a piece of paper and pop it on top of the photocopier, hoping this will distract the gorgon's attention long enough for you to make your escape. Disaster! The tunnel's too breezy for the message to stay put. You grab for some nearby sticky tape to fix the message to the copier. Turn to 241.
Oh, yeah. We've only got one cabbage left in the party. I mean, I don't think Mike's going to let us find provisions from now on, so we can't really come up with many more provisions-related jokes.
Freaking hell.
So
No more cabbages.
no more cabbages. No, no. I mean, if we do find a market, I'm going to buy a lot of sausage. To have some sausage humour. I have been planning that.
It's had some sausage humour on it.
Yes,
You missed it.
Yes.
Okay, this is interesting. If the Worst Witch bestowed the curse of tape on you, turn to 125. If she did not
No.
bestow the curse of tape on you,
No, she didn't.
84. So 84. This is interesting. I mean, there's so many curses. You manage to get your out-of-order diversion to stick to the copier just as the Gorgon slithers towards you. Her perishing gaze fixes immediately on the sign, not on you. And in a voice like an angry goose, she hisses something about toner. While the Gorgon bends over to investigate paper tray 3, you realize you could render the swarthy beast unconscious with a mighty shoe. Now throw a shoe at an object roughly the size of a swarthy Gorgon's head. If you hit, turn to 230. If you miss, turn to 143. Do you want me to do that in real life? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of in a shed. There's not really much for me to aim at. Someone else want to throw something and see if it hits?
Somebody in chat, take their shoe off and throw it at something that's about balloon-sized. And tell us if you hit.
Shall I just roll a d6 and like odds is, we hit and evens we don't?
Well, no, I trust someone in chat too. I trust their aim. I mean, I could take my shoe off.
I mean, at the beginning of the book, I guess it did say, like, if you consider this like a gimme fight, then you can just move ahead. So I'm going to say that we hit her. So.
Can I throw my mouse?
No, Sinfilka hit something.
Oh, Svinfilka's hit a stall. Okay.
230.
That's fine.
That counts.
15 feet away. Well done, Svinfilka.
Do you know what? A part of me really hopes that, like, the people who wrote this book find this and, like, they just sit and giggle at all of this.
Yeah.
You hit the Gorgon a mighty blow, and its head comes clean off, bounces a few times, turning the skirting board to limestone, and then rolls into a nearby Hessian sack. Before you can decide what to do, from inside the sack, the head begins a long and soulful lament. Alack, I mourn my body fair. No more will scanner I repair. For all that remains is my icy stare. I've placed my head in a bag. No more will I in dead of night caress the cannon's catch tray bright, or Xerox my rear by pale moonlight. I've placed my head in a bag. Let document go uncollated, paper jam unremonstrated, for I have been decapitated. I've placed my head in a bag. Taking it with you could prove useful. However, it could also be a massive setback lugging a Gorgon's head around the office in a Hessian sack. To take the head in a sack, turn to 179. To leave it where it is and venture into Labyrinth Department, turn to 210. Hessian is like, how do you explain Hessian?
In America, it's known as burlap.
Yes, burlap. Yes, thank you.
Do we take the head? I say yes.
So take the Gorgon's head, or do not. How many? One. You said take it. What did you say, Joker?
Head.
All right, so you want to take it. That's 3, 4, 5. Everyone wants to take it so far. 6, 7. Okay.
We're all Elstow fans.
Our country existed long before yours. Don't you get started. 210. No, sorry, we're taking it with us. 179. 179. Badoop. You chose to take the head of the Gorgon, despite its awful droning song. Have you previously cloaked a buzzard? If you do not have a buzzard secreted about your person, 10 to 94. If you retain a buzzard within the folds of your cloak, 10 to 231. We do have a buzzard.
We have buzzard, yes, we have buzzard.
I need to write down that we have a Gorgon. So, Hessian bag with Gorgon. Turn to 231. 231. The buzzard sticks its neck out of your cloak and wolfs down an errant hair snake from the Gorgon's head poking out of the sack. You wrestle with it under your arm, but the buzzard keeps going for hair snakes like an emu would go for a TV presenter. It looks like you can only carry the head or the buzzard, not both. To heave-ho the head, turn to 333. To banish the buzzard, turn to 109. So, head or buzzard?
And we're voting to get rid, aren't we?
No, we're voting to get rid of.
Okay.
Yes. So get rid of head or get rid of buzzard. So whichever one you vote for, we're getting rid of.
Get rid of the head. Keep the buzzard.
Get rid of head. Joker.
Head.
Okay, 2 head. 3, get rid of buzzard. 4, get rid of buzzard.
Banish buzzard.
3, get rid of head. 5, get rid of buzzard.
The Americans wouldn't have got that emu joke either. That was very
No.
British thing.
Good old Roddle.
Yes.
Some of these jokes are like very British oriented, aren't
They
they?
are very
Yeah.
British. Yes, yes.
Very
We're at
90s.
5-3 for getting rid of buzzards. Oh, the buzzard.
I think not long ago there was a slight hint of the Really Wild show as well.
When did we get a buzzard from the
In the
riddle
for the
machine?
toilet. Yeah, a vending machine in the toilet gave us a buzzard, Andy.
Remember, there was a whole poem about the buzzard and like which letter is in. Yeah. This book, man. What the fuck? Okay, so we are, I guess, unless there's any more late votes, we're getting rid of the buzzard. $109. Yeah, no, it's all right, mate. No worries. It hurts you to do so, but you release the buzzard. The buzzard's not for you. The buzzard's no longer a keeper. As you abandon him by the photocopier, he gawks and leers in a way that breaks your heart. You will always remember this moment the two of you shared together. Your tears fall like rain on the ground. Heavy-hearted and with a heavy head in a Hessian bag, you head through the door into the sinister labyrinth department. Turn to 210. Oh, I hope we made the right choice. I feel like we're getting into the end game here somehow.
Yeah.
Although I think we've barely touched like a quarter of the book, because I don't think I've even written down 100 entries here, you know. Oh no, wait, this book's only like 260 something, so 210, right. 210. You step into the gloom of the labyrinth department. From what you can perceive, the labyrinth seems to be merely a single long corridor. The walls are lined with shelves which reach up into a murk your gaze cannot penetrate. Each shelf is weighed down with yard after yard of faded lever arch files. Lichen grows unchallenged up their spines. On the floor is an engraved brass plaque similar to those on park benches. The plaque reads, "In memory of Pam Wilson. She loved this place." At random, you pull a file from the shelves and blow the dust from its cover. The paperwork inside makes no sense at all. It's just reams of gibberish. You pull another file. They're all the same. Shelf after shelf of filed nonsense. But why? Scoffing to yourself, you notice a sloping ramp falling away from you at a right angle. To press on down the filing corridor, turn to 277. To descend the slope, turn to 65.
Slop.
So,
Slurp.
corridor or slope?
Slope.
To slope?
I have two slopes here. And a corridor of Mandy.
Corridor. Four for slope. 2 for corridor. 3 for corridor. Four. Okay, now there's 5. Okay, so there's 5 all. Is that right? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, we're at 5-5.
5 all, yeah. Wow. I like it. There's a lot of people voting. Very good. Love the interaction.
It is good, yes.
We're at a deadlock here.
Straw Piglet's broken the deadlock with a 6 for
Straw Pickle with the slop. Okay.
slop.
Slop. I want to go down the slop. Okay, so that's 6-5. I think. Any more lurkers? Perhaps?
Flip the old
Still there.
trumpet.
Hallway, yeah, it's corridor. So, I guess we're
Well,
going down the
corridor,
slope.
same thing. Same thing.
6'5", 6'5", 65.
Passage.
You descend at a gentle rate and come to a plain wooden door. There's nothing else to do around here, so you go through it. 10 to 100. Okay, 100. Whoops. You're in a black tunnel with walls and a ceiling. You go along it. 10 to 162.
Okay.
It's funneling us. It's funneling us.
Yes.
You keep walking. As you press on, you come across a fiery pipe fitter fitting a pipe to a wall. He displays the temper of a chef who gets angry with substandard work, but the skills of an ordinary pipe fitter. He swears at you as you pass. 10 to 9.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this now.
This is, bloody hell. Okay. You continue to walk down the long, dark tunnel. Cramp kicks into your legs, so you turn and walk backwards for a while to break the journey up. After a while, you realize this method only really works with swimming. On you press. 149. I feel it. I feel the page filler.
Yeah, I have a feeling it might be testing how many fingers you've got in the pages to go back.
Well, I just write them down, so...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear that thing going overhead?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I can feel it.
Resist, look.
What the fuck is that?
Being that loud, you'll probably be a schnook, probably.
Oh my fucking god, my shed is vibrating.
It's
What
a
do you
police
think, John?
helicopter after you. I think the police are after him. It's a helicopter hovering overhead.
Yeah, but for that loud, you'll probably be a schnook, probably.
Oh my fucking god.
You'll probably be one of them army schnooks.
That felt like it was right above me.
Have you got any army bases near you?
I don't think so.
I know we get them occasionally.
Head office. I've not heard of that one, Manfred. I'll have to check that out. Oh, a warthog. Oh, it's okay. Manfred will like it then. Okay. Apologies for that. Ambling half-heartedly along the dark corridor, you find a copy of The Sun newspaper with the Sudoku puzzle already filled out. Sighing, you press on down the tunnel. 10 to 80. Fucking hell, that was just weird, that was. It just came out of nowhere. Like it just mobilized from next door or something.
They're coming to get you, Iman. They're coming. Them. Them.
Who?
Them. They're after you.
I know.
They are. They are after you. Them.
You don't scare me, you know.
Okay.
Even though I'm smoking weed.
The Sun is a tabloid newspaper, Jeb. It's gutter press in the UK. Yeah.
You begin to suspect that adventuring down that sloping ramp was a bad decision. Turn to 29.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Sun's sister paper was more gutter than the Sun was.
News of the world, yeah.
No, I meant the sport, but
That was worst.
As you press deeper, you notice small stalagmites and stalactites have formed at the floor and roof of the tunnel. Wreathed in the
Pierces.
shadows, they are silent and forbidding, giving the tunnel the appearance of a long-abandoned jaw. Suddenly, you make out the splish-splosh of many tiny feet. You move towards the sound with great trepidation. Turn to 196.
Oh, we're going to die. We're going to die.
Splish splosh. That's always nice, isn't it? 196.
Is this the death of Saxius the 12th?
You shuffle down the tunnel and nearly tread on a line of enchanted mice, all dressed in pinstripe wizard robes. The mice are sloppily carrying buckets of water as part of a task to select a new sorcerer's apprentice. As you tiptoe past the hopeful rodents, a bearded wizard starts furiously dressing down a clueless project manager mouse. Pardon me. Standing in a puddle of soapy water. An enchanted broom capers around stupidly in the background. You're way out of your depth in this task. You haven't controlled that bloody broom and you lost the support of your team. You're fired. You're intrigued, but not enough to apply for the job yourself. So you keep walking. Turn to
We're,
103.
we're management now. We don't have to do this sort of thing.
Apparently management walk down slopes. Oh, for fuck's sake with this, man. Why did we choose slope? So turn to 103, and then it says you walk further down the tunnel, turn to 42.
Good trolling, author. Good trolling.
Is this what you have to do to get a book published? Because I can do this. What the fuck? You continue to traverse the tunnel. Aside from an over a decade old corpse wearing a badge with the words Pam and Wilson on it, there's little of interest.
Oh.
Tunnel on to 78.
Oh, we can't examine Pam.
Well, Pam Wilson loved this place. We know that much.
Yeah.
Turn to 78. You begin to realize now how that Minotaur ended up getting lost. Keep on trudging. Turn to 106. I'm just checking to see if we've been to any of these references before, and we haven't.
I do applaud this trolling from the author. I think this is magnificent.
Mother. You see a magnet on the floor, but so bored you leave it. You walk on and think about the magnet in time with your footsteps. Magnet, magnet, magnet. On you lumber. Turn to 279.
Magnet.
I was going to say, you can definitely tell who the writer's comedy influences are.
Magnet.
You're bored.
Magnet.
You're bored witless by now and wish you had brought that copy of The Sun with you. That's how bad it is. Wishing won't bring it here, though. You keep walking to 25.
I wish we brought the magnet with us. And Pam. Could have brought Pam with us.
279, by the way, is the last entry in the book.
279. Is that where we're going now? He's frozen again. He's frozen again. No humping Pam. That would be disturbing. More disturbing than humping a photocopier and a water dispenser. For those who don't know what that means, about an hour back in the stream. So we're stuck with an image of Iman staring down at his crotch as he disappears. exactly. Good night, Manfred. Good night. Don't go back and check it out. Yes, it's got to be the weirdest death that has ever been streamed in a Choose Your Own Adventure book. Died while humping a photocopier. Yeah.
Should have just stuck to photocopying his arse and not get his curve angle in the way.
That's what the other staff were doing, though, wasn't it? Well, the Gorgon Medusa. Come on, Iman, reconnect. Reconnect Iman. Yes, they have got him. They landed. They landed. They took him. Them. Who's swatted Iman then? Own up, chat. Who has sent the police around to Iman's house?
I was going to say I don't know about you, but occasionally we get the Chinooks flying over on the test path.
Occasionally. I know who's swatted Iman. Who's not here tonight? Who's usually here? Mr. Kearney. Mr. Kearney. It's taken him an hour to work out how to use the phone. That's what he's been doing.
And we didn't answer it.
We didn't answer it. No. Zaxis isn't here either. He's working in conjunction.
And a little bit of microwave just for good measure.
Just for good measures.
Right. Last thing you said was 279 is the last entry in the book.
Yeah, 279 is the last entry in the book, as in there's no bigger number than that. That's all.
Okay.
And turn to 25.
Oh, right. Okay. So
That was it.
the last entry of the book's normally the end, but no,
Yeah.
it's trolling us.
You remember the fiery pipe fitter?
Yes.
Happy days. You become convinced you're miles away from the proper adventure by now, until finally you arrive at the end of a tunnel. 206.
Yes, it could be.
So
spooky.
it sounds like it cut me off immediately rather than me going all roboty then, eh?
Yes, it did. It froze you looking at your crotch.
Oh, yes. It's the most important. At the end of the tunnel, you're faced with the choice of two shiny doors. The doors are so nice, it's impossible to choose which to go through. However, they're absolutely identical, so you sense whichever you choose, there'll be little regret and certainly no danger. To choose the door on the left, turn to 261. To choose the door on the right, turn to 225. So, door on left or door on right?
Left.
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 Two left from here. Andy says right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
So that's 3 rights, 3 lefts. And that's 4 rights. That's 5 rights. That's 4 lefts. 5, 4. Yeah, that's right.
It's four.
Two,
It's 4 rights, 4
three,
left so far.
4 left. No, there's 5 rights.
I see Andy, Jeb, Straw Piglet, and Slan.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, okay. 4-4.
I had thought about using polls for the choices, but it would just take time to set them all up all the time.
Especially how often.
Yeah.
I can't do it because I'm not hosting the actual stream. Even if I was, I don't know how.
It's dead easy. I mean, I could do it if I'm not the one reading the book. Like now, I could be doing polls quite easily.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
how
it's
regular
4-4.
this book
Oh,
throws balls at you?
Yeah.
So it's 5-4 with Coco's vote there.
Yes.
Any more?
Yeah, you have to end the poll to make a new one. Yeah. I mean, 6 is really the majority, but 5-4. If no one else is going to vote, then that's what we go with, I guess.
Yes. Magnet. Magnet. Magnet.
Magnet.
Anybody? No dust. Okay. So I guess we're going with which one was 5? Right. 225. I was genuinely convinced we were going to end up like Pam Wilson.
Yes, I thought it was.
225. The door masks a ladder heading upwards. You climb up the ladder, pushing a trap door open, and going through that as well. You arrive at a T-junction with 2 corridors branching off of it. Yet you're so weary from the tunnel that this information doesn't sink in the first time, so you have to be told again. Okay?
One more time.
The door marks a ladder heading upwards. You climb up the ladder, pushing a trap door open and going through that as well. You arrive at a T-junction with 2 corridors branching off of it. 10 to 277. You arrive at a T-junction with 2 corridors branching off of it. Fixed to the walls next to each corridor are 2 filthy wooden signs. One sign has the words "Archived Purchase Ledgers" roughly scratched into it. The other sign bears the words "Archived Sales Receipts" crudely daubed in dried blood. To head towards Archived Purchase Ledgers, 10 to 186. To head for Archived Sales Receipts, 10 to 270. So
Blood.
purchase ledgers or sales receipts. Oh yeah, I guess, scratches or blood. If you want.
Which one do you reckon, Joker?
Blood.
I'm going to go for the opposite to Joker.
Won't break a habit of a lifetime.
Oops.
Looks like purchase ledgers. Right. We were 1-1. So you've got sales, purchase. Which one was bloody?
The second one, it was
Sales receipts.
sales receipts.
So we've got sales, purchase. Sales, purchase. So purchase ledgers. Purchase ledgers has won by a considerable margin. I'm going to have to call this a stream to a halt in a few minutes because I am tired and I am planning to be up about 7:30 in the morning. So make this the last one, then please him on.
Yes, sir. So what's the vote?
Purchase ledgers.
Yeah, okay. So the not blood one.
Mm-hmm.
277. Okay, so we're going to 186, and let's see what happens here. Okay, I'll read this one, and then we'll make the choice because I know what the choice is going to be, and then we'll end it on before I read that one.
Okay.
The hike to archived purchase ledgers is long and wearying, but you are convinced it could be the location of the one file. As you stop to catch your breath, you make out a figure in the shadows. It is a tall man in a double-breasted suit, leaning nonchalantly on a pile of moss-addled files. The man applauds you like he means it and tosses a cigar in your direction. As he approaches, you breathe in sharply. The man has made some of the worst piercing decisions you have ever seen. Both ears and eyelids boast row after row of hoops and studs, whilst between them his nostrils house a shiny golden bone. A pleasure to spend some face time with such an asset, says the man. The man massages your shoulders as he tells you that you're a great worker and that he could place you in a number of well-paid jobs. This was just what you needed to hear. His flattery and promises are working a treat on your self-esteem. You're certainly a cut above the whoosh. You duck just in time as the man slashes a scythe at your neck. From a squatting position, you notice the collection of shrunken heads around his belt and tremble with fear. If you have a Gorgon's head, turn to 242. If you do not, turn to 189. And we do.
Go on then, read 242.
Okay. The headhunter begins a magic voodoo chant to try to downsize you. You take the head of the Gorgon from its Hessian sack and thrust it in his bejeweled face. The headhunter lets out a short whistle to indicate he's impressed with the kind of head you're packing, then begins to calcify with a grating noise. The last act of the headhunter is to hoodoo your Gorgon head to the size of a conker. In a fit of annoyance, you shove the statue of your adversary to the floor, stepping over bits of broken masonry as you leave. Turn to 19.
That's where we're finished then. That's where we're finished.
That's
Yes,
where
Jim,
we'll
I was thinking front 242 as well, but that will go over everyone's heads. Sorry, bad dad joke.
Oh, all good.
Does anyone else in chat know the song Headhunter by Front 242? Yay or nay? If you don't, why not? Damn fine song. Damn fine song.
Can't say I have, unfortunately.
It's early sort of dance industrial sort of music. So and they were Belgian, I believe. Yeah, it's one of the first songs I remember hearing when I went to university. I went to my first underground club, which stank of weed and Newcastle brown ale and was filled with swishing goths and stomping punky types.
All that lovely
like, yes,
stuff.
I'm home. I'm home.
So today we have collected a lift key card, which we've used, a stout sword, a set of pens, a pink hole punch, and we had a buzzard, but we gave it up, and we now have a Hessian bag with a Gorgon, but no, we just lost that because it got shrunk to the size of a conker.
By the headhunter, yes. Yes. And that's where we are in the book. And we will reconvene with this book when we next stream, I think, on a Friday, which will be 2 weeks from today. Because we're going to be at Chaosium Con next week, aren't we, fellas?
I will be too busy and knackered to. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, around this time we're playing a game, aren't we? We're in a
Yeah.
game session from 7 o'clock. So
Oh, and we've got a long neck. I forgot to mention. Yes,
I've got a long neck. Yes,
we've got 5 inches added to our neck.
Mm.
So John is 5'10" and I'm 6'1", and Joker is 6'3", I think.
Yeah, Joker's you're about 5'9", aren't you, Joker? Something like that.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm about shoulders taller than you. Not more than that.
Yeah, you're not much taller. You're sort of average height, aren't you?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, Coco. I agree. I agree. He does a good job, doesn't he? Thank you, Asvin Fulka.
Well,
I'm
slurring my words because
yeah. I mean, my next gaming stream will be a week on Wednesday because I'm not streaming this Wednesday coming. If I do the endurance race tomorrow, I might stream that for anybody who happens to be up, if I can get it working, which I didn't manage to do last time. But we shall see. We shall see. If not, then I shall see people in our weekend games because oh no, Castor's called off his game tomorrow.
Has he?
that's all right. We're playing in Andy's.
Yeah.
Oh, we are, aren't we? We are. Yes. Correct.
Oh, you didn't forget, did you? There.
I had temporarily.
Oh,
So,
you
yes,
better hope Andy's nodded off.
We're playing Andy's game tomorrow. Correct. Yes, because I'm playing Andrew Peacock.
Andrew, what?
Andrew Peacock.
Okay.
He likes to be known by the name of Drew and doesn't understand why people laugh at him when he says his name is Drew Peacock.
Huh.
And his middle name is P.
No, he's just Drew Peacock.
That just ruins it.
Yeah. Drew P. Peacock.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Nosorin. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, 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 very much. Horror under Penmire.
Oh, Andy says there may be disadvantage dice for you.
There probably will be disadvantaged dice because he's not very intelligent. Is true.
So, my pun name isn't like my finest work, but I would rather have a name that makes sense. So,
Okay. Adrian Cole, the horror under Penmire. Might have to listen to that at work tomorrow afternoon. Right. Anyway, I'm going to head off. Because I'm knackered. I've done a long old shift in the shop today. I did from opening right through to closing, with not a hint of a break, and it was busy. So I'm going to say thank you, Iman, for running that for us. It looks like he's frozen again, which is good timing.
Right.
So we can laugh at him. Thank you, Joker, for
as always,
for dwelling here on the stream, and thank you, chat, for finally waking up and joining us and getting involved. It was a bit slow to start with tonight. We had a very small chat to start with, but you all started flooding in after a short while. I'm guessing end of work over on the other side of the Atlantic. So thank you all. I'll see you when I next stream or when I next game with you. Good night. Good night.